What's up, Revo fans? We're out here today in the Blue Mountains. The weather has just turned on us, but it's been a very, very exciting day because this is the first day that we've been out on our new Pivot Shuttle SL test bike. We've been wanting to get one of these things on the magazine for a while now. It's a very, very exciting bike, and that comes down mostly in part to the Fazua drive unit on this thing. This thing has the Fazua Drive 60 drive unit. So the 60 is 60 Newton meters of power. It's coupled with their own 430 watt-hour battery, which is an absolutely insane weight for this package as well. This is only a shorter travel bike. We're packing 132 millimeters of rear travel thanks to Pivot's DW Link suspension system with a 150 mil fork. This is taken care of on this model by Fox Performance suspension. We've got a 36 up front and a Float X out the rear. Thanks in part to the DW Link linkage system, it does feel like it's a bit of a longer travel bike though. I've always been a big fan of the DW Link suspension. I had a Pivot Phoenix when they first came out a bunch of years ago, which was DW. Absolutely loved it. Obviously we know the stories of years gone by of the Iron Horse Sunday and that type of bike, which was world renowned with this DW Link. So it does feel like a little bit of a longer travel bike, but it also has a lot of the characteristics of a short travel bike in the way that it's super snappy in the corners. It accelerates incredibly fast. Now this bike is very, very light. I'm not sure what this build weighs exactly, but it's around that 17 kilo mark like all of the SL bikes, but it's packing a bit more battery capacity as well as the 60 Newton meters of power. So all in all, I've been super impressed in the capabilities of the bike. We're probably riding some trails that should be like over its head a little bit. Very, very rough out here. Not very forgiving either. There's some bigger hits and those types of features, but the Pivot just eats it up. This bike comes exclusively as a 29er. It does have a high and a low option in a little flip chip at the top of the link there, but Pivot are advertising this as a 29er solely bike. So it took me a little bit of adjusting. I haven't ridden a 29er for a little while, being a shorter guy, as we all know. I do prefer the mullets, but I've been getting on really, really well with this bike, this shorter travel bike in the 29er platform. It's been a good morning out there. We've got a bunch of traction. It's got some grippy Maxxis Dissector tires on there. But all in all, this bike is an absolute weapon. It just accelerates so fast. And obviously it's got some more trail bike geometry. We're working with a 65.5 degree head angle. So it's a little bit steeper than most of the bikes that we're getting in the magazine these days. But all in all, it's an absolute hoot to ride. I've really been enjoying the shorter travel, super snappy in and out of the corners. Still loves to do the features, loves the rough stuff. But yeah, all in all, I can't wait to get this thing out on some more suitable trails for it. This thing's an absolute rocket ship. So we'll be putting out our review on this thing in the next issue, but we'll be holding on this thing for a while now. We got it in for the long-term review. So if you've got any questions that you want us to sort of touch on specifically with this bike in our next video or the next article, drop it in the comments below and we'll do our best to cover those for you. But yeah, in the meantime, happy trails.